Bill O'Reilly randomly decided to be a tough journalist and ask Trump some real questions about the Middle East. And naturally, Trump's answers were atrocious.
If you're elected president, are you going to take military action against Iran? Are you going to do something to that country?
Well, I would want to help Saudi Arabia. I would want to protect Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia is going to have to help us economically. They were making, before the oil went down, now they're making half. But they were making $1 billion a day.
But you dodged my question. Would you take action against Iran militarily if you're president?
Depending on what the deal is, I would have to do that. I would defend certain groups of people over there. The deal we made with Iran is a disaster.
Okay.
The deal we made for $150 billion is a total disaster.
So you would revoke
and you know that Iran's
deal.
going to have a nuclear weapon very soon. Bill, Iran is going to have a nuclear weapon very soon.
Okay, first of all, no, that's not true. The whole point of the deal was the opposite of that. The whole purpose of the deal was, okay, you don't get a nuke, and we release some economic sanctions against you and give you back some of your own money. Trump goes on to say, we're giving them billions of dollars. That's unbelievable. He doesn't go on to tell you, though, that's billions of dollars of their own money. So we're giving them back their own money, and the promise in return is we're not going to create a nuke, and the IAEA has the right to go in there virtually whenever they want in order to see if they're making a nuke, and they do regular inspections. So, seems like a fair trade-off to me, but he just lies and makes it up like almost everybody else in the Republican Party does, and that's literal, by the way. They say, oh yeah, Iran's getting a nuke. Obama just made it so that Iran is getting a nuke. So in the twilight zone of Republicanville, they just managed to flip the truth on its head, and everybody repeats it over and over. Yeah, Obama, the Iranians getting a nuke. Iranians getting the nuke. Even though the deal is the exact opposite of that. Okay, so that's the first thing. But the more important point here is, did you see what he said at the beginning? He said, quote, I would have to do that. Depending on the situation, I would have to do that. I would have to go to war with Iran to help and protect Saudi Arabia. So this is what we've come to. And actually, believe it or not, first and last time I'll ever say this, credit to Bill O'Reilly here, because he goes on to press him on this. And he's like, wait, are you really saying you would send brave young American men and women to die in a war to protect a Salafi terror state? He doesn't use those words. I'm using those words. But that's more or less the gist of what he asked in the follow-up. He's like, are you saying you would let the U.S. military act like a mercenary army, where we go and we fight wars with for other people? And Trump's like, yeah, I mean, I'd have to see, depending on the situation, I would have to do that. I would have to send our military to fight a war against Iran. What a terrible idea. And you do know that if you do that, the U.S. is aligning with, we are de facto allies with, the Sunnis in this broader Sunni-Shia war. And who else is on the side of the Sunnis? Let me think about this. ISIS? Al-Qaeda? All the different Wahhabi and Salafist groups? I know Donald Trump doesn't know dick about the Middle East, but Donald, I hate to tell you this, well over 80% of the terror attacks that are against the West from fundamentalist Muslims are from Sunni extremists, are from Salafists, are from Wahhabis. This is the ideology that the Saudi government represents. It ain't the Shias who are doing jihad at the moment. Okay, but he's like, yeah, I'd have to go and protect the people who are on the side of the people doing jihad. Let's go protect the people who are beheading people for sorcery and witchcraft and apostasy and drug smuggling. Let's protect them. Why? Because we care about democracy and freedom. That's the next thing. When they ramp up the propaganda to do the war against Iran, it's, oh my, human rights abuses, oh my God, we got to care about freedom and democracy. Go intervene. Yeah, but they don't tell you we would be intervening on behalf of the Saudis, who are the opposite of a free democratic regime. They are a pure aristocracy and they run on Sharia law. There's no freedom there. They're a Sharia state. We have to go protect the Sharia state to stop the Sharia state. What? See, but that's the thing. It's not about humanitarianism and altruism and all this stuff. What it's really about is business. What it's really about is corporate hegemony and greed and imperialism and keeping the order the way it is around the world and the hierarchy the way it is, with America on top being the military might. That's what it's really about, and that's why Donald Trump is a profoundly scary person, because if he were to get elected, God knows what he would really do, because we know what his ego's like, and we know he's a buffoon, and we know he's liable to do anything. You really want to give that guy nukes? I'll let you make that decision, but there's a right and a wrong on this one.